Before entering the cinemas, I was very excited to see this movie, and now leaving the theaters, I was honestly mad. Blank Ties is a psychological horror thriller mystery movie with Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut, her first time directing the movie. You probably recognize her. She was in Matt Reeves' The Batman that happened a few years ago with Robert Pattinson, alongside starring Channing Tatum, with congratulations on their engagement, by the way, based on some interviews, some leaks, some rumors that you can dig up. They fell in love with this movie, so congratulations on their level of relationship that has leveled up. Hopefully they last. Hopefully they do. They look good together. When Frida and Jess are at work, they work at some sort of catering service, you know, delivering champagne to the guests. They encounter billionaire playboy Slater King. Once they get accustomed with him, they start talking to him, hanging out with him, drinking with him for a few hours, and then he invites them, "Are you having a good time? Come back to my resorts." What ends up happening is far more sinister and dark than I would have thought. Find out as we talk about it. Some of you know I don't watch any trailers when I go see the movies in theaters. All I see is the still photos and the marketing material on Instagram, so I can have a better curated review for you guys, like when I take screenshots of it. But for what ensues, I was really not prepared for, and I'm gonna be a little bit vague with this review because I want the emotional impacts of this movie to hit you like it did on me. After landing on the island, him and his friends and his girlfriends, we get treated to an amazing montage of routine of amazing drinks, good looking food, drinking by the poolside, having a good time just in paradise, running in the night, staying up late in the dark hours of the evening. God knows what we're doing, taking hallucinogens. LSD day by day quickly turns into weeks. Personally, I love Channing Tatum, just an actor as well. He was amazing in Deadpool and Wolverine. But looking at his filmography, he started off as a dancer, then turned out to be very more charismatic and comedic. But putting him in this role, I don't want to say he can't do it because he absolutely pulls it off. But I don't prefer him in this type of role, and all I gotta say, he feels like the antagonist, kind of like manipulator, like, hey, I look good, I feel good, I smell good. Come to my island here. Are you having a good time? It's like, wow, like some good looking guy that has charismatic, that has muscles, that has money, can be very like dark sidey, you know? Dark sidey is the word that I would use. Yes, like imagine like I go to some perfect, beautiful woman's house, but then it's not like I'm gonna be inside of her, you know? Something else is going on, which is kind of scary, to be very honest with you, you know? Like she invites me to her place and it's like, dude, kind of scary. But of course, people are gonna get swept up, friends, and like, why would you think something's going on until you feel it? And that's what the movie does. Frida and Jess just want a vacation, but they get way more what they bargained for when they encounter leading up to the Paradise Island and of course the climax. For what ensues, looking back at it now, you can see the hints and clues of what's going on based on the camera shots, the edits, the sounds, and of course the musics. When she's walking through the island, the people are smiling. It's like, dude, something is going on in the daily routine of their fragrance, the weird people, and putting the phones in the bag. I've seen the trailers after the movie, and she's like, oh, put your phones in this thing. Who's gonna put their phones now? We live in a digital age. If I go to an island or I'm going to New York, of course I'm gonna be on Instagram, be like, yo, what's going on, guys? I'm in New York. And the fact that they're putting their phones away in this bag, it's like, dude, how would you not? That's like a big red flag now. Like, wouldn't you want your island to be promoted? Something to think about. One notable character is Adria Rojas that I want to bring up. Not only is she perfect and sexy and beautiful, she was in Andor and Morbius. Her role starts off small, but quickly becomes a pivotal point in the character's dream or journey to become that, which I don't want to say. She's amazing in this lead, you know? She's like, wow, her character starts off as a side character, but quickly is like one of the main leads. The rest of the people consists of two hot, beautiful girls that party and other confidants of Slater King, like his associates, basically his wingman. There is a trigger warning at the beginning of the movie, and I'm not gonna say what it is because that will be spoiling it for you. When I did see it, I was like, oh, they're probably just being courteous, cautious, being overly caring for the audience. One of the girls in the row, she was like, I don't know how you feel about that. And I didn't really put too much attention to it. I was like, yeah, there's probably nothing. But when the climax happens, it really got me mad. So they did put a trigger warning, but I didn't think it would be something like that. Because we're seeing it on screen, I can't let alone fathom the experience someone might go through because of that, because it's something I would never do. Don't get me wrong, Zoe Kravitz directed this movie with beautiful creativity, and she is probably sending a message, although I don't understand the message. Maybe it's the cycle of, dare I say, abuse, power, and money. Although if you've seen the movie, let me know in the comments what you think, because after the climax happened, I'm like, we still have 45% of the movie to go. And I just don't know why it had to be like that. And I think that's why I'm mad, because it's something, as a guy, I would never do that to somebody else. But I get it, the whole world is not like that. I just left a sour taste in my mouth, to be very honest with you. Like, I always try to look at a movie objectively, but I guess I'm reviewing this movie based on what I saw and the feelings that my reactions are to it, which is probably not the right way, but that's how I feel. You know that quote, it kind of feels too good to be true, which is weird because some of you, like me, have noticed things or have experienced things that were too good to be true and that were real. But I wouldn't want to party like this for a prolonged stay of time. You know, LSDs, partying, drinking. I would want to do it for maybe one day a week, but not for too much, you know? I wouldn't want to do that every day. At the end of the day, I'm gonna give this a grade, not applicable. I just don't feel right to giving this movie a rating or a grade or putting a review or a letter like I normally do. I do appreciate it for the creativity. I just didn't like it because of the context. All I gotta say is before the movie, I was excited, and leaving the theaters, I was mad. So you're right, maybe I have to calm down, but at the end of the day, I'm just, no. I don't know. I can't give it a grade because it got me mad. At the end of the day, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you so much. Maybe consider hitting that like button and turning on notifications so you never miss a video. With that, take care, bye.